motivate people, because we will hear from Israel what big plans BMW has for the future, and to reach these plans, the employees have to be very motivated and productive. And BMW also wants to recruit the best people, for example, the best engineers or salespeople. And so they have this offer to be a very attractive company to work.
It's true. BMW had set some different goals for the year 2050. I'm just going to talk about the BMW visual vehicle. And this is not conceivable by the standards that we have today. One of the features of this motorcycle is that it does not tip over, no matter what the driver makes. Yeah? Another of the features is the potential for connectivity and digitalization. The access to the digital world will be provided by the visors. Yeah? And this experience will be not completed without the protection gear. But in the future, there will be no protection gear. The gear that we will wear will be based on interactive actions. Yeah? It will vibrate and it will measure the blood pressure of the driver, for instance. And this means that it will overtake the decisions. It means if the driver is a little bit drunk, it will not be able to make any decision. Or if there is a turn to the left, then the gear will vibrate, and it will direct you to where you have to go, so you cannot really decide where you're going. Yeah? Another interesting feature of the future is that BMW is planning to not wear any helmet for the drivers. Yeah? And then I would like to ask you, if you have been listening to me, what do you think this means?
Regarding the helmet?
That we are not going to need any helmet if we're going to drive a motorcycle. I mean, today would be not thinkable. You have to wear the helmet, yeah?
Should be protected.
There will be no reason to be protected.
Okay, so
And if a massive transporter hits me?
Sorry?
If I'm on my motorcycle and a massive transporter with 4 tons hits me from the right side. Okay, like a helmet wouldn't help, but it's so massively good.
In the future,
I don't think there will be ever a motorcycle that will like.
yeah, but what I told you in the beginning is that today's standards are not going to be used in the future. So you are expecting that somebody is going to drive you, or a dog is going to jump in front of the dog. In the future, there will be no dogs, street dogs. In the future, there will be nobody driving a bus and hitting you from behind. In the future, there will be no driving people. In the future,
But if there are no driving people, why would you drive a motorcycle?
Because you want to get from A to B.
Yeah, but if there...
well, you will need different methods for transportation. One of them would be the driverless car.
If I want to drive a motorcycle, I want to drive it by myself.
So,
Not that
yep.
it does everything for me.
This is not going to be possible anymore.
so what you're trying to say is that in the future there will be no street accidents on the road.
All the cars will be interconnected, and they will send signals to each other.
Okay.
So before an accident happens, you will receive a message, and your clothes will tell you.
So you mean everything will be autonomous?
Well, the process of digitalization and automation is accelerating every day, yeah, and eventually we will have to react and realize what are we going to do, because as taxi drivers are going to be losing their jobs, medical doctors are going to be also losing their job, because the clothes that you're wearing will measure your blood pressure, will measure your reactions, and they will determine why are you having these reactions, yeah? And all of this information will be collected by another company that will search in the future and will say, this is what happening with this individual. And then a decision will be taken by this auto, and the auto will say, well, you have to drive faster or you have to stop. Yeah, it will have to take decisions on what happens if two kids are suddenly coming in the road. Yeah, and you have to decide, or you will not decide anymore if you are going to drive over the kids or you're going to drive to the left and kill yourself. The auto will take this decision before you can take the decision or think about it, maybe.
Sounds a bit like George Orwell's 1984.
It's like sometimes I watch sci-fi movies, yeah, and I say myself, this is a very cool feature that we are sometimes expecting, yeah? And immediately a company will start to think about how we're going to produce this situation, and there will be always people willing to pay for a trip to the space, yeah.
But this kind of technology is already existing. Like when you drive the newest car generation, you have their cars measuring your eyes, and after like 4 hours of driving, it tells you like, oh, don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
And I don't know how this car can recognize this, but here I would say in this kind of situation I was a little bit tired. And then there comes a loud sound, and then it says like, don't fall asleep. But another point is like this technology which you send, which organization would be interested in this kind of information? I'm sure the insurance companies are interested in this, because when they see how you drive and they see how your health level is at the moment, I think your monthly payments are increasing definitely. No, of course.
Yeah.
Like, there's also technology that's already existing in these car-to-go cars right now. Like when you drive them however you want, like as fast as you can, you receive an email after the next day, maybe, not every time, but you receive an email that you drove definitely too fast because they're measuring the period, the distance. And then they see like you drove like 5 kilometers and you just took you like 2 minutes or something. So it's definitely too fast, and then they're telling you you're not allowed to drive again.
Yeah,
I think received that by a friend of mine.
Thanks to the BMW group. As for each of my classes, such as last week, I'm concentrating, let's say, on 3 to 5 major topics, such as last week and today we're discussing the 4 major functions of management. Last week we discussed efficiency versus effectiveness based on Peter Drucker, Peter Drucker. That is to say, this kind of discussion which we had